What is going on, guys? This is Earpugs, and in this video I'm going to be covering when should you trinket in Arena for TBC. Bear in mind all of these are situational and there's no way I could cover every single situation, so I'm just going to give you the formula. Generally speaking, there's really only two situations where you should ever trinket in TBC Arena, and that is if A, the enemy has too much offensive pressure, or B, your team has a lot of pressure and you're looking for the kill. I am going to be going in a most important to least important format and covering all of the major CCs that you should be trinketing. The most important ability in the entire game that you need to be aware of as far as what to trinket is called Blind. It is a rogue ability and there is no way to dispel it unless you are a mage with Ice Block or a paladin with Blessing of Protection. This causes a situation where you're going to get blinded, and if you don't have Trinket, it is a guaranteed 10-second CC, and in 90% of situations, the rogue is going to sap you off it, so that is 10 into 10, so a total of 20 seconds of not being able to play. Next up on the list is Cyclone. This is a ridiculously strong ability because there is literally no way to get out of it unless you have Trinket, and this is a spammable CC from a druid, so you got to be very, very careful with that one. After that comes Intimidating Shout, which is the Warrior's Fear. Now this is very situational, because if you have a Shaman with Tremor Totem, then it's basically a useless ability, or if you have Fear Ward, etc. But if he lands it and you have neither of those, then you're going to sit it guaranteed, so you got to watch that. Next up is Cheap Shot, Kidney Shot. This is a combination that equals 10 seconds of not being able to play, and they can also do as much damage as they want to you in this, and it will not break, so this is almost always going to be looking for a kill when they're doing this to you. If you have no Trinket, it's very, very dangerous. The next big stun you gotta watch out for is Maim from a Druid. If they do it with all the combo points, it is 6 seconds. They usually don't have anything out of it, however, it is very, very bad if they catch you off guard. Any physical CCs other than these to Trinket is kind of bad, because if it's 3 or 4 seconds, you should probably just sit it unless you're either A, literally going to kill somebody in the next global, or B, your teammate is about to die. And every single CC that I just mentioned is all physical, so all of these are non-dispellable, and that is why they are such a priority. The rest of the CCs that I'm going to be covering are either magical or poison, and if you have somebody on your team who can dispel magic or abolish poison, then you should never be trinketing this unless, obviously, you have huge pressure and they can't get you, etc. The two biggest magical CCs that you're going to have to worry about is Fear from a Warlock and Polymorph from a Mage. These two do not DR with each other, and so therefore, if you had a Mage polymorph you 10 seconds, then 5, then 2.5, the Warlock could then fear you for 10, then 5, then 2.5 as well, giving you a grand total of about 30 seconds. On the same level, Hunter's Freezing Trap is insanely powerful because it is a 14-second CC, so if you have no Dispel or Trinket, you're going to be out of the game for a while with just one CC, let alone they chain you with some other kind of thing. If a hunter is spec'd Survival, he will also have Wyvern Sting. This is an extremely long CC and is dispellable with Abolish Poison, but if you find yourself in a situation where you don't have that on your team, you could be in huge trouble. Paladins also have Hodge and Rep. These are both 6-second CCs that don't DR with each other, so they're often used in tandem. However, they are both magical effects, so therefore they can be dispelled, so always do that if possible. In TBC Arena, if you get pummeled or counterspelled, etc., trinketing will not help you at all. You will still sit the entire duration of that kick, so there's literally no point to ever trinket a kick, so don't do that. If you want to see some live examples of situations where I did trinket or I didn't trinket, then definitely sub, because I will be doing Arena play-by-plays once TBC Classic comes out, and I will continue to put out TBC Arena content, guys, so thank you very, very much for watching. I do appreciate all the support.